Howdy, folks. Today we're going to talk about the Sony Z1Rs, the venerable Sony Z1R, top-of-the-line Sonys for quite a few years now. I don't know what I can say that a lot of folks haven't said so far, but, they're big, heavy boys, and I mean big. Stuck a Kato right next to them so you can kind of see the differences there. Stainless steel, super heavy. And in fact, if you don't deep fit these things, you are going to have a bad day. The mids get a little boxy, and the treble gets a little piercy. Mostly the boxy mids kind of put me off. Look at that damping foam's in there. MMCX, all that stuff. I can fit these. I don't like it that much. Might need some of that. In any case. So I got them deep in my ears, and I got a really good impression of them. And then I've been doing that for, about almost 2 weeks now. Needless to say that, all the hype is right. I love these things. I'm actually a Sony fanboy from the old school. Some of my first audiophile stuff in my whole life was Sony. In fact, still got a 10th anniversary Sony Walkman from friggin' 1984. No tapes though, but in any case. We're going to go through this review like a normal full review because it's a badass set, and we're just going to, we're going to go for it. Again, deep fit or get the hell out of here. And plenty of folks have tried to buy these, and this little thingy on the side right here, when you shove that in, that's definitely going to hit something, and maybe it works, maybe not, but that's the deal. All right, let's flip over to, what do we got? We'll go to the graph. What the heck? There's the graph. Bass to mids to, bass, sub bass to mids. It's all perfect up to here, and then there be dragons, man. Whoa. And, as with a lot of the top-of-the-line sets, you cannot tell how glorious this set is by looking at this graph. It's just fairly meaningless. Just is what it is. So let's talk about stuff. We'll pop over to the spreadsheet ratings, and right near the top there. So we got a couple sets vying for some, what is that, fourth place. Now, I can tell you for sure that the Z1R and the EJ07M don't sound the same. And I think probably a lot of folks would rate the Z1R better. And I don't know, if you look at my exceptional factor right over here, I would say that, in fact, I do like them more, just to mention that. Oh, man. This set has a lot of these esoteric qualities that makes listening to music really special. You'll hear stuff in tracks you've never heard before. Puts a little different spin on, your typical chi-fi tuning. Just phenomenal. Absolutely adore them. The tonality, God, I don't even want to, try and categorize it. It's a Sony thing, man. It really what it is. The bass driver on this is definitely factoring into the exceptional qualities. I think, as everyone knows, this could be one of the, if not the, most insane bass set of all time. And I don't mean bass hit, I mean awesome bass. The texture, tonality, timbre is like bouncy, deep amazingness on this thing. It's like the driver extends very, very low, as you could say about a lot of sets, but like the timbre is just extra special. It's so deep, and it doesn't come across as anything other than the best bass you've ever heard on any particular track, which is, it's hard to put that into words, right? Dueling subwoofers, all the buzzwords that I usually use. It's got all that, but I really, really, really exceptionally like the bass tonality on this, and the note weight on stuff is pretty dang good. Although the mids are on, when folks say the mids are on the leaner side, I'll get over to that. But I think really what they're thinking, could be one of two things. Probably, like I said, boxy mids if you don't deep fit them. So that probably has a lot to do with it, shall we say? All right. 10's an exceptional factor. Love them to death. Accuracy will give a 9. Based on, versus like a studio tuning. So they're not studio accurate, but they have all the goods. They have everything that you might want. And I don't like if you listen to a mix with them. I do believe that if an artist heard that mix on these headphones, they would be happy and possibly not. Well, the colored signature would not put a musician off with a mix that they were listening to of their own stuff. Well, that's me. I thought it really put a nice spin on it and just made it extra special in a new way. In any case, accuracy 9 out of 10. Wideness, let me just highlight this line here so I don't lose myself. Wideness 9.5 out of 10. We could go to a 10. I think that in some tracks it actually does go to a 10. So this may go up in score the more I think about it. Again, it's one of these deep fit type of things. They do have a bit extra treble, I guess maybe compared to like an EJ07, that sort of stuff. But and maybe that does help the wideness a little bit. In any case, awesome, badass, 9.5 out of 10. 3D, we're going to give a 9.5 out of 10. And, what's kind of interesting, at least, some tracks that don't have a lot of 3D spatial encoding, reverbs, and things, they do come across as intended, which is really cool. And then if you have a track that has those things, reverbs, EDM, stuff that's in like, recorded live in a hall or something where you can hear the reverb and the echoing out, in the recording, then these are like, dang, they really kill it. It's stunning, really. It's amazing. So pretty accurate in the 3D imaging, actually. Really amazing. And so 9.5 out of 10. Phenomenal. Amazing. Wow. Imaging, we'll give a 9. I did actually think about this at least a little bit. I think these headphones maybe edge on the side of diffuseness rather than pinpoint imaging like some top-of-the-line sets do. Does it put me off? Absolutely not. I think that it goes well with the tunings. It goes well with the tuning, excuse me. And so 9.5 out of 10 in imaging. I think that if it was more pinpoint, it would lose some of its deep, reverby effects that I really enjoy. Volume scaling, 8.5 out of 10. It's just, they've got plenty of treble. It's not in a bad place. It doesn't get peaky, nothing like that. They'll give you some zingers here and there, but there's nothing that I would call unrefined or bad or anything close to that. So 8.5 out of 10 in volume scaling. The bass can't be anything other than a 10. Maybe it should be the one set that gets an 11. Maybe I'll do that at some point. But it can't be anything other than a 10. Everything I said is true. Everything everyone else said on the internet is true. It's like that. And if you do feed them, feeding them good power is very, very essential for getting the amazing bass. So, do that if you can. Obviously, these are not cheap headphones. And so, feed them some good quality power. Class A is really spectacular on them. My Burson Playmate 2 is really good. All right, mids 9 out of 10. And some folks say these are a little bit thin or something. And I thought they were at first, based on what other people told me. As soon as I deep fit these, I got the goods. I would, they're for the tuning, for the signature, for everything. I love them to death. They're really, really good. I know some people complain about maybe like thin, male vocals on these. I guess I listen to not Asian music, shall we say, like a lot of Western style reggae stuff. And honestly, those vocals came off really nice for me. So whatever, 9 out of 10. In no way does it bug me or anything else. Treble got to be a 10, man. The driver, so these have a balanced armature for mids, but all a dynamic micro driver for treble. Golly, is that driver amazing. It sparkles. It has a natural timbre tonality, something like an EST driver. It's amazing. I love it, and phenomenal. And it's probably one of the specialer things about this set that I think folks do notice. And resolution will give a 9 out of 10. Awesome. Badass. Sick. Definitely one of the more resolving if it has a dynamic driver for treble than, that. It's very, very, very resolving. Pressure buildup, no. Isolation, actually, really good. And, obviously the deeper you get them in, the better it gets. Binaural is actually pretty dang good. Surprised me. Based on it not being diffuse field, I didn't expect that, but I found it to be really nice. All right. And, not bad, good. Yeah, that's actually the wrong comment for that, and just take that out. Shit. Any case, let's go back. So yeah, these are over $900,000, so that's a little bit of money. People that will get them probably have that money and will not be sweating it too much. This is not a low-end set. It's not a bargain set. Yeah, do I recommend these? Absolutely, 100% for folks that know what they're getting into with the fit and finish, the heaviness, all that sort of jazz. Yeah, so phenomenal set, amazing. Sony killed it as expected, and I'm so glad. Thank you, Grizzly, for sending me these to test. I literally the moment they came out, I wanted to test them, and then at that point, I think they were like $2,000 something, which is yeah, it's a little over the top. The last Sony top of the lines, the was it Z5? I got those for like was it $400, $420, and I think they came out at $750. So that's like a big jump in price. Thanks, Sony. I feel like Sony's probably due for an upgrade on these guys, at least in terms of the fit. Guys, come on, Jesus. They probably would be more popular. I mean, they are popular, but maybe get more sales or something with a better fit. Shit, aluminum, magnesium. That can't be magnesium. It just can't be. Like the Z5s are magnesium, and they're real nice and light. So yeah. All right, man. Grizzly, you rock. Thanks, bro. All right, talk to you on the next one, guys. Later.